so a lot of my work deals with these kind of spaces where one exceeds one's permissions, right? You get permission to do something, and you go in there and you exceed it. And that usually incorporates an element of physical distance, but I've been doing a series of prototypical electrical works, which deal with the idea of electrical leakage, or the idea of something exceeding its property envelope. In this case, the idea of it's a modification of a very simple decorative motor, which runs the decoration in series. Instead of the decoration being like this over a street, we put it end to end, and it ended up being like almost a kilometer long, or actually maybe 700 meters long. It's the distance between two bus stops. Then at each end is a simple button by which you can run the decoration. The thing is that we took permission to install this as a decoration in, these are partly kind of the tactical maneuvers we use, in a well-to-do neighborhood. But the size of the piece made sure that, because of the size of the piece, we ended up, and this was by design, we crossed over a rubbish dump and ended up in a fishing village. So the other end is in a completely different neighborhood. There's a completely different set of characters who are standing at the other end, pressing the button to send the light back. So it's this kind of very strange and somewhat antagonistic communication between completely different groups of people. And for me, this notion of distance is important to retain, because it's like this joke about telematic work of, you can walk across, but it'll take you 5 minutes or 6 minutes. And by the time the person who's sending you this thing back may have left, but you imagine conditions at the other end, and most of the people here have never even been there because it's such a dirty neighborhood, right? And these guys in the corner they found it on the second day. We leave these things up, and they're there's no sign, there's just a big button, and people figure it out. And over days, kind of rituals around this emerge. So anyway, I don't want to lose time, but basically these kids at the other end found it on the second day, and for 7 hours or one evening were jamming everything that anybody was trying to send from the other side. So there's a whole bunch of frustrated older people, at this end, who were trying to send something and it wasn't working. And these guys have been sitting there and in kind of collaboration, been jamming this whenever they felt something coming. So it's not just this kind of smooth operation of the ball passing back and forth, it's also people trying to break it, and trying to break a social system. And it's a longish video, I'm sorry, but I wanted to show you quickly another thing, and then I will end